Well, g'day, folks. Oh, yeah, she's not here. It's Humpday. It's Sean from the Down Under Cruises. Welcome aboard, folks. Nice to have you here. Okay, now I've got to get in a couple of people here. First person. I can give these points because I know that he will never ever go on one because I've already asked him a couple of times. Nick Peterson. Bidet Sean is what he's saying. Let's just get to the chat. Bidet Sean, do you know what country's capital city has the fastest growing population? Well, Nick, with a question like that, I've got one thing to say to you. Carnival Cruise Lines, 520,000 points, as in onboard credit points, to you, my friend, for the joke, because I know what your answer is going to be. It's going to be Dublin. Well, the good news is Nick will never go on a cruise ship because Nick doesn't like cruise ships. But Nick likes going on trains and planes. So he's headed in 195 days until he boards his next flight to Minneapolis, to Boston, on that way to Dublin. On the way. Well, that's awesome, mate. Really pleased about that. Second in the chat, Michael Ann. Welcome aboard, Michael Ann. Michael Ann, I will give you 100 cruise points on 100 onboard credit points on your last cruise that you've gone on, because I know you'll get with the next one. Ha! Sorry, bad joke. Philip, hurry up with that hot chocky, mate. The show might be over by the time you finish making it. We've got Meg on board. Welcome aboard, Meg. Nice to have you here. Oh, I'll get to that in a minute. Najuma, welcome aboard, Najuma. Nice to have you here. Well, if it isn't Kiwi in Oz, welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Haven't seen you in ages. Hope everything's going well. How are you enjoying Brizzy? Are you guys swimming or are you still okay? Let's see who else is in the chat. Okay. So Michael Ann's having a good old giggle. Yep, I know. I am funny. G'day, Dave. How you going, buddy? Nice to see you, boyki. This is my son, everybody. That's my son, Dave. I'm so proud of that boy. Anyway, let's get looking at what we've got in the chat. Oh, there we go. We've got Jimmy from the Astute Tourist, folks. If ever you have not seen his channel, folks, get onto the Astute Tourist. Jimmy can have some very good, shall we say, trivia days, because Ilana gets on there and does nothing else but win the trivia. Or else he has some other good tidbits. And I know occasionally he has some really interesting guests. Bugger if I know who they are. But anyway. Okay, no, Alyssa's telling me it's still too cold in Brizzy, so yeah, I get it. You got to come down to Melbourne though. We're sitting on currently 9 degrees, supposedly feels like 7. No damn marshmallow. Well, Phil, do it without the marshmallows. All right, everybody saying good day to everybody. Here, let's start off with a little bit of news. Coral Princess arrived in Sydney amongst huge fanfare today. So what had happened was all the news broadcasts or news channels were around, ready with their cameras and their microphones, ready to destroy the breaking news. The Coral Princess, a ship of 2,500 people plus 1,000, roughly about 1,000 crew members, of the entire complement of people on board, 100 and a bit got COVID. So it was stop the news. And then the one of the news broadcasters had to actually apologize and say it is like a drop in the ocean, 100 out of 2,500 people, because there's something like 44,000 people right now in Australia that are currently affected by COVID. Hey, guess what? So was I. So was Ilana. You know what? Get a clue, folks. Get a clue. Alyssa's telling me that Brisbane is currently sitting on 11. Now that's cold for Brizzy, especially when you guys are known as the Sunshine Coast or Sunshine State. Facebook user. Wonder who that is. Facebook user. You can either tell me who you are, or I think I might know who you are. It might be someone like. It might be Rob from Cruising on the High Seas, or else it might be, I don't know. Well, let's see. If you are a Facebook user, you have the right or the opportunity to click on the melon link that lets us know exactly who you are. Love my friends in Ozerland. Well, that sounds so much like Rob. Anyway, let's see. And then we've got howdy there. That's cool. So whoever you are, Facebook user, please do me a favor. Give Melon the opportunity to tell us who you are. That'll be awesome. All right. So excuse me. So that's our news heading from this side of the pond. By the way, shameless promotion. Jimmy, you got to get your hands on one of these. The Down Under Cruisers mug. Did someone say spaghetti ice? Or did they say fresh? Welcome aboard, Darian. Nice to have you here, sir. Nice to see you. I hope you have recovered from your sojourn with Eric, because I know he can be rather a handful. So hopefully you've had a lot of fun. Meg has gone and said, fresh. Yep, so there we are. It is. Darian has made the favorite words. I'm looking forward to our cruise. And boy, mate, 93 days to go, but who's counting? I am. Well, let me put it this way. 77 days before the plane takes off, and we're headed for US. That's exciting. Oh, sorry. Darian's fresh. Okay. So, well, seeing as I'm about to mention, I'll play that shortly. I mean, we're still early in the chat. But the good news is 77 days before the plane takes off, there's 93 days before we go on the cruise. And I think we're going to have an absolutely brilliant time. Now, Stream Elements makes a comment here. Welcome to Humpday with the Down Under Cruisers. Please support our channel so that we can support Helping Hands for Cruising. One of the ways that you can support Helping Hands for Cruising is, see this QR code over here. Folks, just take your phone. I'll move out the way. Just take your phone and place your phone in there, and it'll give you the link to the Helping Hands for Cruising PayPal, and you can donate into that PayPal account, and we can then get some more people going on a cruise. Because for one thing, we already have our next cruise, which is the Fantastic Studios cruise out of Tampa, Florida. That cruise already has a recipient on board. Yep, that's right. Absolutely correct. Yep, no, that's true. Yep, we do. Yes, we can applaud all we like, but yes, we do. The couple's name is James and his wife, Cindy Catanese, and so they are already booked in, paid for, and their cruise is set in place. So there we go. So Alyssa's saying, can't wait to hear all the fun that we will have on the cruise. Not long now. Hey, Alyssa, put some money aside. 2025, the first week of January, put some money aside. Sydney to wherever. First week in January. That's the one you need to be on. Because it's going out of Oz. Excuse me. Um, so, what's the date of our other cruise? So, the date of our cruise goes out on the 15th of October. It sails around the South Caribbean out of Miami. So, it includes places like Aruba, Bonaire, La Romana, and Amber Cove. And we're going to have an amazing time because young Kenny's on that cruise. Now, I believe that the one on Fantastic Studios goes out from Tampa on the 12th of March of next year, and that sails on the West Caribbean out of Tampa and back to Tampa. So it's doing Belize, Cozumel, I think it is, Roatan, and one other place that it's going to. So it's Meg knows because she's going on that one. She's going to have an absolutely brilliant time. So yes, we're going to have a ball. It's definitely going to be well on our group cruise on the 15th of October. I can tell you we currently have 24 channels going on that. Oh, thanks, Meg. I forgot Grand Cayman. That's right. So we've currently got 24 channels in our on our group cruise, and one of those channels is going to be this young man, Ford man here. No, Ford man here. No, I can't get it, Kenny. I've lost the tune. At any rate, it's Kenny, Kenneth Oakes. So he'll be one of the 24 channels on board, and I can tell you the live streams that are going to be coming out of that are just going to be absolutely incredible. So yes, lots of fun, lots of fun in the sun. Kenny, quick question: did you get any sleep, mate? And second of all, we've got two channels running, so let's hope that we've got you and a couple of others in the two channels, so that's good. Yes, folks, we are broadcasting on both the Down Under Cruises and also Helping Hands for Cruising. So I'm really excited to see that Helping Hands for Cruising is already funded two recipients. And we should have a possible third one going out of Southampton going to the Mediterranean. So and that's going to be around about September of next year. So if anybody has the opportunity to go, that will be awesome. We're going to have a real good time. By the way, Alyssa, guess who's coming on our group cruise? Sarah and Glenn, they're joining us. So, you could have had a good opportunity to come on down. But I tell you what, 2025, January of 2025, come on down. Okay, so what have we got here? We've got Darian saying Kenny never sleeps. You're right, he never does. Meg is saying, consider helping us spread the word by joining us and sharing the Helping Hands for Cruising YouTube channel. Helping Hands for Cruising, and there's the link for the channel. One of the other ways you can actually link into Helping Hands for Cruising is by going on to the Helping Hands for Cruising website, www.helpinghandsforcruising.org. That'll link you into the channel and also the Helping Hands for Cruising Facebook page. Oh, Kenny, no sleep yet. That's not good, mate. That's not good. You got to get some sleep, bud. Sleep is not for customers. It is for everybody. It helps you get repaired. Promise. Okay. So now, Alyssa's going, yes, I know that. That's good. Jimmy's agreeing. Kenny never sleeps. And Darian has pinpointed his arrival to Australia for 2024. Can't wait. Yep. Make sure that it is December of 2024. You can come in for either Christmas and or New Year's. Enjoy the fireworks going off the Sydney Harbour Bridge. And then first week in January, we're on a cruise ship around either the South Pacific or New Zealand. Going to be amazing. I know what Alyssa would rather we did. Alyssa would love it if we went through past New Zealand. But I've got a feeling that we might do We might do the South Pacific, would be much better that way, because there's a whole lot of people who haven't seen anything. Well, well, well. If it isn't our young friend, is it Dawn? Is that correct? Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Really glad you popped in. I think it's the first time you've come into our chat, but nice to have you here. Awesome, brilliant. Lady V, good morning. You driving? V's driving all the way from Canada down to Miami. No, only joking. Yes, December 2024. Good on you, Darian. That is going to be awesome. Mate, we're going to spend some time together then. We don't live in Sydney. We live in Melbourne, but we're going to be up from Sydney then. And oh, good. Alyssa will go on that one. And no, she doesn't miss NZ. Well, that's good then. At least that way we know you're going to join us wherever we go, and that's going to be absolute fun. We're still waiting on the cruise lines to give us an itinerary for that time zone, but we will, or time frame, but we will be certainly setting ourselves up for an amazing cruise. Couple of people saying g'day. Couple of people saying g'day to Dawn. So Darian's saying it will be before Christmas. Mate, you're going to have the most amazing time, let me say. Really, it's fantastic. Kenny is in both streams at the same time, the Down Under Cruise and Helping Hands for Cruising YouTube channels, and has shared both of them on his Facebook. Mate, we really appreciate that. Thank you so much. That is awesome. All right. Now, Darian says he wants to come to Melbourne. Come on down. Melbourne is the grand old lady. Sydney's the hussy. But you know what? Both great. And you hope that you see the Wiggles. Mashed potato. Okay. A couple of people saying good day. So let me do this while I've got some of you in the chat. Let us just have a look at that world famous group cruise that Mr. Kenneth Oakes is going to be attending. Yes, well, we're going to be having an amazing amount of fun going on there. I'm just going to say this. Jimmy, your show is going to be starting soon, so I guess I'm going to say good evening until I catch you later. Maybe, I hope. So wait a minute. First of all, Dawn is saying she knows the original Wiggles. They were great. Yep, they were. Also, Kenneth is saying you're very welcome, Helping Hands for Cruising. Yep, we're thanking you there. Philip is saying, give me a hussy over the old lady any day. Mate, I'd rather take the old lady. Sydney's way too quick for me. Let's see. We got a couple of people saying g'day, g'day. Meg is saying if you want to go on the next group cruise, contact Cindy Spiker, who's our TA extraordinaire. So please, yes, do that. A couple of people are saying good day. A couple of they're all saying good day. So I'm just reading through, letting them say g'day, g'day. And yes, Darian is saying exactly what I'm saying, mate. We are just so ready. I'll tell you what, 4 years has been quite enough. Just quite enough. So there we go. And yes, Darian is oh my goodnessing. I'm not sure what the oh my goodness bit is. Are we talking about the hussy? Yeah, well, Sydney is a quick place. Is a very quick place. And he's having a bit of a giggle. Well, here's the truth. Okay, so Sydney was the original city that was created, or town that was created when Australia was built. And then we got that great thing here with Melbourne becoming the capital city of Australia. And then Sydney got so jealous that we had to create Canberra. So there we go. Yes, Darian, I'm sick of COVID too. Mate, I've just had enough of it. I've got the cough. And that was not done on cue, but I do have the cough. And yes, mate, let's sail. Let's just get sailing. All right, couple of new people. G'day, Hilda. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. T&K, welcome aboard. TJ, how are you, buddy? Haven't spoken to you in ages. So, yep, welcome aboard. Okay, so we've got a few people coming in. Yes, so that group cruise is going to happen in 93 days. Traveling around the South Caribbean. So looking forward to it. Just wondering if anybody's got some questions about, those of us that are going, anybody got some questions about what we should be organizing for that cruise? TJ is saying he's dang tired. Been a crazy last few weeks. Yeah, mate, you moved and you've got new premises and new job. Is that right? Excuse me. Hopefully everything's going well for you. And have you already started, or when do you start your new job? So that'll be absolutely exciting. Yep. So one of the questions, yes and yes. That's cool. One of the questions that we've been asking recently, we had a little bit of fun, as some of you may or may not know. We had an issue where our TA rang us up and said, "Oh, you've got a bit of a challenge with your cruise. Well, not with the cruise, with the flights. We're flying on Air New Zealand. Air New Zealand will be taking us from Melbourne through to Houston, and then we're flying on United Air from Houston to Fort Myers." Now, what happened was the flight from Houston to Fort Myers was actually cancelled by United Airlines. Now, the flight, we're 3 months away and already they're cancelling flights. But in their wisdom, United Airlines had decided that they would reschedule us on another flight, doing us a favor. And the good news is they scheduled us on a flight that is 2 hours before we land. So we had to hurriedly do some things. And so what we're doing now is, okay, let me just go back to the chat very quickly. TJ is saying, oh, he's started last Wednesday. He's a labor analyst for Rosen Hotel and Resorts. Oh, that's exciting. That must be very different to what you were doing before? And if it is, let us know. Um, at any rate, our TA then rescheduled us for the next day on the same flight going into Fort Myers. So we get to spend one night extra with a bit of extra pay, one night extra in Houston. And so we're looking for some suggestions of things that we can do in Houston, where we can go for dinner, and spend a bit of time and the sights we can see. Looking forward to having some of your thoughts and ideas. Hilda's saying that she's wishing everybody a great day and stay safe. She's going back to bed. Good night, all. Well, Hilda, thank you for popping in. Really appreciate that. And you have a good sleep. I hope your day pans out to be a great one too. Nick, Bucky's gas station near Houston, if possible. Yeah, we'll see how we go with that one. We'd like to. Otherwise, we've got some time. We've got some time in Florida. There should be a Bucky's there in Florida, right? TJ is saying not really. It's kind of like my old job, just processing people into the system instead of assets. Well, that's cool. Well, you're getting into the sun. You've got a different. You've got a different environment. You've got a different a bunch of people to see. So awesome. Oh, thank you, Darian. Thank you very much. If you've not subscribed to this channel, it's not too late. These folks are awesome. Do it, mate. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. And yeah, if you haven't seen Darian's channel, folks, you need to go and have a look at Magnificent Germany with Darian. He'll take you to Germany without you actually flying there, which is awesome. Okay, so there is a Bucky's in St. Augustine and Daytona in Florida. Oh, that's cool. Thanks for that, TJ. Okay. And Nick is saying, hey, Meg, someday I want to fly down under, Sean. But my trip to Europe next year has been delayed almost 3 years. So I know you're paying very well on having things cancelled or indefinitely postponed. Yep. You know what, Nick? 2025 is a good time for you to come down, because then we'll do the cruise. You can go on it or not, but the good news is we can catch up before or after, and that would be awesome. Now, I'm going to play this video because this video gives you an idea of why we actually started the Helping Hands for Cruising concept. So here we go.
Have you ever dreamt about taking a cruise on one of them fancy boats, soaking up the beauty and the magic just to free your soul? It's floating on the ocean, just a notion that seems out of reach. One thing on your bucket list is just to go and see the beach. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, Helping Hands for cruising, Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
You know you gotta do the things you've only dreamed about. Don't let anything stop you thinking you can't go all out. You can do the things you never thought were possible with Helping Hands to help you get there. Even oceans are no obstacle. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, Helping Hands for cruising, Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
So if you ever dreamed about taking a cruise in one of them big old boats, soaking up that sun, feel that breeze, yeah, there is still hope. Don't let the ocean be a notion that is out of reach. Let's get together, help each other, and go see the sea. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You've got that itching feeling, but your of dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, making your dream a reality. Yeah. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, making your dream a reality. Yeah.
Yes, what can I say? I'm eternally grateful to this young man, a man by the name of FatMat Adventures. He has played or created this theme that we're looking at. Thank you, Kenny, for putting it up. He has put this created this song that we've just watched, this video that we've just watched. Him and his lovely wife Amy, and they have, and unfortunately they're not coming with us on the cruise, which is a shame. We would have loved them to have come. Hopefully there's another one that they can come on, but at the end of the day, they've certainly given a bucket load of their time to create that video and piece of music. So folks, please go check them out, please support them, and we want to thank them immensely and eternally for their help. Okay, HH for C, yep, love it, we all do. Well, if it isn't Sir Eric of the B, welcome aboard, Eric. Nice to have you here, mate. Cannot wait to spend time with you on the cruise. Just chin-wagging about your last trip. That would be absolutely awesome. Yes, V just parks her car and FatMat is singing. Yep. So awesome, mate, says Darian. Absolutely, it is so awesome. Okay, V saying good day to everybody that's in the chat and everybody that's around. Jimmy, you're still here. I would have expected you to have gone and done your live, mate. You'd be close enough to it. So welcome. Thank you for staying on board. Really appreciate that. Yeah. What more can I say? You know, we have an amazing time. We've got so much. There'll be 24 channels on board. There'll be Kenny doing nothing but taste tests. The rest of us doing videos on Kenny doing taste tests. In fact, everybody's going to be doing videos of Kenny having a big smile on his face. And not only because he's got the big smile on his face, just watching him enjoy the first thing that he's never done in his life, and it's going to be a first time, and we're going to create a memory, and that will be the most awesome. Darian, the Queen, my Queen, is absolutely fantastic. She's having a bit of a chill out right now. She leaves Wednesdays to the boys. So today is her chill out time. We've got Eric saying good day to the boys or to everybody, which is awesome. And yeah, Stream Elements is saying have a look at the website. Go ahead, check it out. That's the website. Yeah. Okay, so let's have a look. Yes, V, how is your day? Are you traveling okay? Is everything working well for you? Hopefully it is. Okay, so what else can I say? It's that time of the evening where I have to take a sip, clear the throat out. G'day, Troy. How are you, buddy? How are you feeling? Glad you're here. Nice to see you on board. Yeah, you and I used to have some really nice chats, especially on mics. Hopefully, if any of you who are in the chat are not able to join us on the cruise, we are hoping that you'll be able to make it down to Miami for the pre-cruise meetup. And that way we can all get to say g'day, and we can meet everybody at this pre-cruise meetup. We'll be having something to eat and just having a bit of fun and Troy, shush, we didn't want to get Kenny excited. Yep. Yep. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. He's already bringing Rosie, I believe, and a couple of people have offered to bring him some alternatives, but no, Rose is going to be there. And so you never know, motorboating might work. But we'll see. We'll see how we go. We'll see how we go. At any rate, it's going to be an absolute ball. You've got. So as I was saying, if you don't have the opportunity to come on down and join us on the cruise, please be at the meetup. We're meeting up at the Hilton Garden Inn at Airport West, Miami. So there we go. Alyssa, I will catch you all later. Visitors turned up. See you guys. Alyssa, thanks for joining us. Have a great time with your friends, and we will catch up with you later. Yes, Darian, you do. You should see some of the chats. I mean, you don't want to stay on one of Ron Darrell's chats. I mean, seriously. Yes. So a couple of people are saying, take care and see you later, Alyssa. So we shall chat with you another time. Awesome. Yes, Darian, you do miss lots. And yes, do ask Kenny. It's true. Yes. What can we say? So, I mean, Kenny's actually learned a bucket load, especially from Ron Darrell. But then again, Danny Griswold is not that unforgiving as well. I mean, he teaches Kenny a bucket load too. Troy, you know the 50 kilometer per hour tape they use on motorboats. I'd hear the sticky part has different flavors. What did you mean, Sean? Yeah, you're right. I'm not gonna give that away. Seriously, Troy, I'm not gonna give it away. Oh, Jimmy's multitasking during his own life. Well, mate, that's awesome. The fact that you can do it, I can't. Even though Kenny's tried to teach me, I can't. I have great difficulty doing that. Yeah, seriously. Yes, Jimmy is stealing the page from Kenny. Thank you, V. You just said that. So the good news is we've got Troy in. Oh, Troy, I don't see you. Yes, Troy's in the Helping Hands for Cruising channel. So that's awesome. Thank you, Troy, for being there. Yeah, motorboat tape testing. Yeah, I know. But especially when it gets really sticky, I don't want to get down that path because you never know what might come unstuck. Okay, so yes, we're on two channels, as you know. We've got Helping Hands for Cruising, and we've also got the Down Under Cruisers. So, excuse me. So the good news is some people are on Helping Hands and some are on the Down Under Cruisers. So, yes, Down Under is the one that everybody else is on, Troy. But if you want to stay there, that's cool. Don't mind. Everybody will see everybody's chat anyway because I bring it up. Darian says he has a motorboat. Yeah. What kind of motorboat is it, Darian? Spill the details. And Meg is also saying that people are on Facebook. And V's gone, hello, Troy. So, yep, we're all excited about Troy. Um, Sean, we think so much alike. Now, who's we? You and me, or you and somebody else, like Troy or whatever? Troy is going, did I say motorboat tape testing? I meant motorboat tape tasting. Ooh, yeah. No, not the tasting. I'm not going to go with the tasting. Um, and some of you guys are really, the way you are. It's Darian's got a 23-foot pontoon with a 150 horsepower. What engine does it have, Darian? I know you said 150 horsepower. What make? Is it a Mercury, or is it a Johnson, or is it a what make is it? Um, Troy's throwing V some hearts. Isn't that awesome? And they're green ones too, because I know that V loves green ones. And V is saying, came here to give you a second. Oh, well, there you go. Have some love, you too. And Darian's got a Yamaha engine. Oh, that's awesome. There's Yamahas are tending to become a bit more proficient here. In Oz, it's mostly Mercury, or Mercruiser, I should say, and a Honda as well. And there's a couple of others that are there, so it's awesome. Um, and of course, whatever that stands for, I have no idea. Rats and rabbits and all the other things, I have no idea. It was a 24 foot with a Honda outboard. I never used it often. Oh, you had one too. I see. Um, you never used the 24-foot outboard often, or you never used the boat often. Um, oh, you had a pontoon boat. Okay, you sold it 2 years ago. Okay, there you are. Okay, that's cool. Um, okay, so all exciting stuff. Countdown is getting there. 93 days to go. 77 to the airport. I mean, from the airport out on a leaving on a jet plane. So that's going to be exciting. Um, and we're going to be having an interesting trip. Sean, the boat's out of my shop for 7 out of the 9 years I owned it. Basically, yeah, I get that. Somebody said if you want to end up with half a fortune, buy a boat. Um, don't know how true that is. Um, and Troy's going, Don, voice to text. The boat sat in your shop. Yep, I get it. Okay, so countdown. This week on Saturday or Friday night, your time, Ilana and I are having a bit of fun time on the channel. We've got some guests the week after. To answer Darian's question, the time right now is 20:44. So your time would be 8:44 a.m. Sorry, 6:44 a.m. Our time, 8:44 p.m. So there we go. Yep. See, I was right. 6:44. I didn't even look at the message. I just knew it. Philip, or if you want to make 1 million, buy 3 millions of airline stock. Yeah, yeah, that's true. 3 million bucks of airline stock. You know what? Airline stock is going to grow fairly soon, but so is cruising. And right now, the cruise lines are at rock bottom. I think when I last saw Carnival was sitting at just above $9. So that's an interesting one. Anyway, it all seems fun. We'll all have fun in the sun, drinking our pina coladas, sitting on the balcony, watching the world go by. If we don't have a balcony, sitting on the Lido. Ah, lotion on the Lido. There we go, V. Bit of lotion on the Lido. Getting all sundown, getting this nice colour, looking at the back and watching the wake as we head out of town and head on to our next port. I need the cruise. Seriously, I need the cruise. I go to work. I sit down. I get a bunch of people into a class, start teaching, and then the mind starts drifting. Watching the world go by. Best thing is, both Ilana and I don't have to make the bed. We don't have to prepare food. We just have to enjoy the time. Ugh. Just enjoy the time. Okay. Meg's cruise is very close. You're what? 12 days? 10 days? Is that what it is? And then Troy goes, we poor rats watch the world go by throwing a lawn chair out on the highway, laughing my butt off. Yeah, that's about right. Watch the trucks go by. Ooh, Meg, don't forget the suntan lotion. Now, I wonder if Meg's got 16 days to go. That's going to be awesome. Now, here's the thing. I'm wondering whether Meg will actually be trialing her see-through bikini. Philip, I did not know Carnival stock had crashed again. It's the same price as March 2020. Yep, it is. It was $9.68 the other day. Troy is watching the people on a cruise. I think would be more fun than watching people in a mall. Yep, you are quite right. Meg won't. What? You're not going to be trialing the see-through bikini? Troy, Steve will do cruiser watching for you. Yep. V's back to driving. Do it carefully. We're watching you.
Oh, I'm watching you, Wazowski. Always watching.
What was the movie? Yep. Anybody tell me the movie that came from?
I'm watching you, Mike Wazowski. Always watching.
Good on you, Meg. Monsters Inc. Oh, and Meg says, will not forget the sunscreen or trial a see-through bikini. Whoa. That'll be an exciting thing to actually... There we go, Troy, Monsters Inc. Yep. Okay, so if you're a creator, hashtag create. If you're a supporter, hashtag support. If you're a can't wait for the cruise, hashtag can't wait for the cruise. And then for anybody else, anything else, hashtag whatever. Why am I doing the voice of a woman? Because I'm practicing for the cruise. That's what I'm doing, V. I'm practicing for the cruise. You never know who might be on there. Donovan. Yep. Anyway. Troy. What about the see-through bikinis? I thought they were going to be drag queens on the boat. Are you sure that's a good idea? Well, we have to have something to compete with. Okay, I love this. Meg's a hashtag supporter, hashtag magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. Now, Meg, you just said it the way a Kiwi would say magnificent. So there we go. Yep, that's a bit of a giggle. You've actually done a Kiwi accent without thinking about it. But hey, I think you are magnificent anyway. Are we sure anything is a very good idea, Troy? Um, yeah, yeah, she's quite right. Excuse me. And Darian is saying yes. So that's awesome. V hashtag taxi driver. Well, yeah, you're taxiing your hubby around, so there we go. Troy is saying, excuse me, if Kenny sees a drag queen with the see-through bikini, he'll never take his face out of a rose. He'll miss half the trip. Yeah, you're right. Oh, that's gorgeous. Love that, Troy. Meg, that's a good point. Yep. Um, okay, so Meg's the only one who's got the hashtag whatever in there. So come on, folks. Oh, sorry, V as well. Come on, folks. Hashtag something or other. Philip, Carnival not making profit yet has almost 30 billion of long-term debt. Yeah, and so are all the other cruise lines in the same boat. So the good news is now's a good time to actually get on board with all the shares. Just my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. Just my opinion, because I know that cruising is going to be one of those popular things again if the Australian media just leaves them alone and lets them get on with their stuff. Because one of the things that they did actually say, the news reporters, as I started my session off today, I started by saying the news this morning was berating cruising again. But one of the things they did say was that the cruise lines now have very stringent protocols and they're keeping up to the protocols. All the COVID cases were isolated from the rest of the cruise. Everything worked out well. Troy, I personally know a friend locally that has gone on one of the last few months and is going to have another one in the next 2 weeks. Are you talking about a cruise, Troy? Or are you talking about something else? I mean, you were talking about see-through bikinis beforehand. So, yeah. Troy is saying he knows that he hears that cruises are picking up. And yes, so in our case, we've got a cruise set up. Hang on a sec. Darian is saying he has to run, mate. Love your stream, mate. We love you too. Thank you for popping in. We really appreciate you coming in, and you have a very good day. Troy, no, we're talking about cruises now. Okay, sure, okay. Thank goodness for that, Troy. I still have that vision of you pouring water all over yourself. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Yes. So cruising is here to stay. That's what I can say. There's going to be okay. So for us, we've got our group cruise in October. We've got a family cruise in late March of next year on the Grand Princess, and then hopefully we've got another cruise going on in 2025. So that's going to be exciting. Troy is saying, Darian, sincerely take care of it. It was good to see you, so that's awesome. Philip is saying Carnival shareholders get extra onboard credit up to 250 depending on the length of the cruise. And he's also gone to say that he thinks you only need 100 shares. So that's worth looking at, at the end of the day, if everything pans out. And that's the key thing, folks. Getting people on board, having fun. I mean, in my opinion, cruising is still the cheapest way to travel, because not only are you getting your accommodation, not only are you getting your travel, you're also getting your food laid on, you're getting your entertainment laid on. You put your bags down and you open them up and you chuck everything in the closet or the cupboard, and away you go. There we go. Felicia, g'day, Felicia. Good morning to you, or good evening to those of us on this side of the pond. welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. It's nice to have you in on our stream again. Yep. And Kenny is still listening and watching in the background the whole time. Thank you for that, Kenny. We know you're on 65 different channels at the moment, so there we go. Okay, some people saying good day. So the good news is time is traveling. We have our cruise coming up. We have our inaugural. We're going to have the meetup the day before. Again, anybody's interested. For those that are coming, Felicia, if you're interested, we have a pre-cruise meetup in Miami at the Miami Garden in Miami. Sorry, the Hilton Garden in Miami Airport South, Airport West, Airport something or other. I don't know. I'm staying at some hotel. I'm being taken there anyway. And that's going to be happening on the 14th, and pretty much most of the afternoon, late afternoon through into the evening, we're going to be having some food, some alcohol, some non-alcohol, some chin wagging, and some hugs. I believe there's going to also be some cheek pinching. So there's going to be a bucket load of things going on, and that's going to be the most enjoyable. So there we go. Anyway, folks, we're coming to the top of the hour, and I'm going to call the channel quits. Nice to see you all here. I'm hoping that you folks will all have a very pleasant day today. Just as a heads up, this coming Saturday, it's Ilana and I just chewing the fat, along with all the people that are out there. The next step is the next week, we will have a couple come on board. I'm not going to say it yet. You'll have to wait a week. And come in and view that week. So, folks, as time gets closer, we bid you a good night. You have an awesome day, awesome evening. Those of you that are headed off to bed, an awesome evening. And we thank you very much for joining us. Take care and see you round the traps. See you on a cruise ship.